Welcome to the Overlook Motel, a place where underseen and unappreciated films are given their moment in the spotlight. Hey friends, thanks for dropping in. I'm pleased to be championing Chris von Hoffmann's 2018 horror thriller Monster Party this week. The flick is unflinchingly brutal and features an unhinged back half filled with dark humor and visceral visuals. The setup to Monster Party isn't dissimilar to that of the Fede Alvarez chiller Don't Breathe, but the similarities are largely skin deep. Both pictures see a group of young people gaining entry to a home with designs on burgling the domicile, but in each case, the homeowner subverts the expectations of the youthful hoodlums, and the prospect of easy money turns into something far more complex than anyone was counting on. The backstory of the characters whose home is being burgled is where the two films diverge. In the case of Monster Party, the victims of the home invasion scheme are a wealthy couple, played by Robin Tunney and a scenery-chewing Julian McMahon. The well-to-do twosome are hosting a dinner party, and the thieves are posing as catering staff. We aren't initially given the full story regarding those attending the festivities, but it quickly becomes clear that the partygoers and their hosts have some secrets they'd prefer to keep hidden. The sticky-fingered youngsters at the center of the narrative include Iris, played by Virginia Gardner, an expecting mother looking to create a better life for her progeny, Dodge, played by Brandon Michael Hall, the father of Iris's baby, and their friend Casper, played by Sam Strike, who is desperately trying to pay off his father's gambling debt before the leg breakers relieve his dad of the ability to walk and chew solid food. While the score they're about to attempt is daunting and risky, each has a driving force compelling them to take that risk. The audience is clued into the covert proclivities of the partygoers roughly halfway through the film. While the picture starts out as a slow build, it turns into balls-to-the-wall madness upon reaching the 50-yard line, and matters only continue to escalate from there. The back half of the picture is drenched in arterial spray and unfolds at breakneck pace, with each subsequent scene proving to be even more brutal than that which came before it. Monster Party is brimming with commentary on the uber-wealthy and the ruthless entitlement and utter lack of self-awareness so prevalent amongst the top 1%. Seeing as this is a horror film, there are some pretty gruesome exchanges that see some of those reprehensible characters getting their comeuppance, and that makes for an entertaining viewing experience. While some of the antagonistic characters are a lot to take, the trio at the center of the action is appropriately relatable. Each of the criminally inclined youngsters has an arc that gives the viewer reason to invest in their plight. Part of what makes them accessible is the fact that, in spite of their illicit dealings, each of the thieves are good people trying to get through the day. So, while none of the film's characters are entirely innocent, the central trio gives the audience ample cause to get behind them. Of the one-percenters, Julian McMahon seems to be having the most fun with his role. His over-the-top mannerisms and disingenuous smile are a perfect fit for the part he's playing. He really amps up his performance, seemingly never afraid to chew a bit of scenery when called upon. Though Robin Tunney's performance is far more understated and subdued, she is equally effective in her turn as McMahon's partner in crime, so to speak. Monster Party was well received by critics upon release and even garnered some buzz when it bowed before audiences in 2018. With that said, it seems to have been quickly forgotten, and that's a shame because Monster Party is well worth seeking out. So if you're down to track this one down, you can grab it for free on Tubi as of the publication of this post. If you're keen to chat more about underseen and unloved films, feel free to hit me up with your thoughts on Twitter @FunWithHorror. Thanks so much for checking in. We'll see you next week.